Hey, what's poppin'? It's your girl Drizzy. Welcome back to Drizzy Radio. Now let's just jump straight into this mess, okay? It seemed like Nandi is clapping back for the people who are saying that she's busy buying paparazzi to follow her all over streets of Paris, honey. And you all know that if there's one thing and two for sure, I'm definitely gonna follow this drama and see what's the end game for Miss Mamas, because she started this, but we are definitely keeping up to see what's her end game with it, to be honest. Well, y'all know that it all started when Nandi announced that she's going to Paris. Of course, we were all excited for her to see, like, what's the Miss Mamas, like, what's up, you know? When she announced that, of course, she said that she got invited, okay, with Gucci and Louis V company. Oh, Miss Mama is so obsessed with Gucci and Louis V. My God. Anywho, she later on backtracked saying that she ain't going to be on a runway. She just will do a background meeting with the two companies, but she also have a couple of companies that she was going to work with. Of course, we saw her on Ngaro, whatever that designing company is. Honey, the designing companies are all over Europe, so it is what it is. It depends with the class, honey. Class, very, very importante. So it so happened that she did another one. Okay, before I talked about.
Hi, my name is Nandi, aka the African Princess, all the way from East Africa, Tanzania. Shout out to the side, and we're at Ujo Fashion Show. I'm so excited. Just want to see people just running away, see the clothes, everything perfect. Thank you.
Good. I mean, very, very nice speech right there, Miss Mamas. Okay. At least her English is not batting here and there, even though she's trying a little bit to swallow that English, but it looked the part, okay? It looked the part. So, you all know that this video that is on your screen right now, this is what, started all that, when people were saying it's obvious that them paparazzi are paid because it doesn't look natural the way they're just calling the name and she's just, posing for the pictures and they're not asking question. She was trying to paint this narrative that this paparazzi were following her, like the way, so paparazzi and camera people be following people or rather celebrity abroad, right? So when that was being said, of course, Dizzy people are busy spreading in this narrative that, she's in the same place as Tyler. Of course, after posting, I think, a video that she was seemingly in this room of where people are doing like a catwalk, like runway thingy. Some people are tagging me on the comment section saying, where's that messy Kenyan blogger Drizzy? Where will she hide her head? Honey, I'm still 10 toes down. That Miss Mamas was out here, paying for them paparazzi. I said what I said, and I'm not backtracking. Okay? It was some cheap cloud. And this right there is the video that I'm talking about, right? And a shout out to every single person who are throwing shade, okay, on me, on Nandi's post saying that I was hating. Thank you for the pre-promo, but it is what it is. I said what I said, and I stand by what I said. I said that the paparazzi look fake, okay, and the fact that teasing media continue to spin their narrative is what I wasn't with. It so happened that Nandi got a hold of people talking about the fact that she paid because, guys, let me tell you why, okay? Let me read her response first. Okay, she posted something on her Snapchat, and of course, I'm going to read to y'all. It says, and I quote, "The world will make you think that every blessing has to be financed." Hey, every blessing have to be financed. Baby girl, you're busy paying blogs to make it seem like you are winning. But anyway, let me continue. So you underrate the gift of life, family, health, and peace of mind. Be grateful for everything, girl. Girl, is that financial part? The fact that you're trying to pander, okay, into people, like she wasn't even correcting the fact that it's not the same venue, because I saw some blogs going as far as to say that she linked up with Beyonce, she linked up with Cardi B. The fact that she wasn't even rectifying it and letting the lie run. I understand she's creating a portfolio, she's creating her, her brand, but nobody knows her like that in Paris. I would have expected if they wanted it to be so believable, they would have bring in a couple of TZ people who could have calling her name and asking her question and wanting to take pictures. At least it could have looked a little bit real. But the fact that the paparazzi that she called out were only calling the name, not asking question, because I would have want to hear what they would have want to ask. As for the runway place that they were telling me that, look at the runway, she's there, where will I hide? I'm like, I've checked the venue, right? I've checked the venue, and you ain't gonna convince me. I know she's trying so much to convince people, include paying some Nigerian blogs. Yes, I saw her Tunde. It's not given. It's not giving. She did not think it through. It's only selling in TZ. She expected it to sell all over Africa, probably. But it's not selling. The math is not mathing. It's only mathing in Bongo, where people are a little bit backwards and they're not thinking for themselves. They're allowing the media to think for them. And, it is what it is. Anyway, keep it classy, service. Let's chop it down in the comment section. And of course, as always, I love you to the moon and back. Adios. Papa, your approval is here.